Police pat me down, them bands all on me. Molly purple drink is all that I need. Come get your bitch cause she dancing on me. I remember these bitches were laughing at me. Now she sucking, fucking clapping for me. Hit me DM, told me she was a fan. I was nobody when I made the man. Now when these bitches see me, know who I am. His bitch looking and I think she a flirt. I was inside my shoes and X on my shirt. It's me once and you be dead on the first. I'm staying clean with my squad doing dirt. I'm staying clean, let my squad do the dirt. Hating on me cause they can't get a verse.
I'm Robert with the Verite creative team, and we're here with hot new designer out of San Antonio, Paine. Tell us a little about yourself, Ian.
Well, I'm Ian Paine. I'm the creative designer for Fade. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I've been here all my life. Traveled here and there a little bit, things like that.
How was your brand established?
How was it established? As in, like, how did I come about with starting it? Or?
How did Fade come about?
Well, it's kind of crazy how it happened, actually. I had ideas as far as like design and stuff like that, but more of like for like big and tall sizes, for like larger men, things like that. Because I remember like I would go to like H&M or like PacSun or something like that and look for clothes that are like in my size, and I wouldn't be able to find them. So I was like, damn, like these are fly. What if I could do something like that and make it, for oversized, big and tall, plus size guys like me. So that is something that is going to be coming soon with Fade. It's just in the works right now. I'm just kind of more like trying to get myself out there, put everyone in my stuff.
And what kind of clothes do you make?
Right now it's more of just like graphic tees, more of like that gritty type of feel, like a dark type. Basically what I do is, I dye them with bleach. My hand sew zippers into either side or both sides. I hand distress them, things like that. But yeah.
So what is your overall vision for Fade?
Let me see. As far as that goes, I definitely want to expand. Not only with like t-shirts, I'm definitely trying to be doing jeans in the future. Like I said, the big and tall sizes. I am actually working on a project for a Spurs player right now, and just like an example right there, he wears like a 2X, but it's tall. So you got to go and like find the shirt or order a special order, and usually it costs more just because of fabric and stuff like that. But as far as that goes, yes, plus sizes, and then also trying to get into jeans, like the distressing, adding more features, adding zippers, just as many accessories as possible, but still keeping it like really simple, but yet stylish, of course.
And your graphic tees, are they for males, females, or like unisex, or is there a distinction between your shirts right now?
I do make them for both male and females. Some of them I will like dedicate to a female, like I'll turn it into a crop top or into like a cut up tank top, things like that. But yeah, every shirt is for like a male or a female. It doesn't really matter. I've done an art show, I've done like a photo shoot already, and I have females rock like 2 or 3 designs. Like this one right here, the Travis Scott design, I put a female in that one. I had another one with Tupac on it, which is actually right here. I had a female wearing that one too, and then Kevin, of course, Swanee was wearing this one. So it really doesn't matter. It can be for male or female. I don't really have a preference. Just whoever likes it. There's a small size for females, and then other sizes for whoever else.
And do you have a set date on the next project you're going to release?
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't say it's set, but we do have a photo shoot scheduled for next week, like in a professional studio and everything, so I can get some pictures for my website, which will be launching the same day I do my second drop, which will be, I'd say, late next week. I don't really have an exact date yet, just because I do have to make sure that everything is like really up to par as far as this drop goes, because I am doing it with my sewing machine. My first drop, everything was hand sewed, like literally by hand, just in and out with the stitches. Like one shirt took me like 4 hours to do, like just one zipper. So now I got a sewing machine. Production, is a lot faster now. So.
I mean, besides converting over to a sewing machine, what other problems do you face as a designer?
As far as problems, With me just getting started, I haven't really found any too many wholesale suppliers. For example, like zippers. I've literally bought out like every single Hobby Lobby or like Joann's fabric store, like any type of fabric store that sells them. Like I've literally bought all of them from there, and that's what worries me is about like when I have to make more and I don't have any more zippers in stock. Like that can mess things up entirely. So I'm definitely I have a mentor up in Dallas right now, Carlos Harris Jr. Shout out to that guy. He's cool. But he's helping me out right now, man. Like he's finding wholesalers for me. He's been in the game for like 6 years, something like that. But he's finding is the wholesale zippers, wholesale t-shirts, jeans. What else? I think that's about it for now. Like I said, I am looking to get into jeans like next month. Probably gonna do like a black, like a normal type of black type of jeans, distressing zippers. We're gonna add some more things into there. Don't really want to get too deep because I don't want to like reveal everything, but yeah.
And as far as the jeans go, are you going to be making jeans for males and females, or is that going to be another unisex project?
Well, it is a little bit. It's a little bit different when you're doing like jeans for females because they have to fit like properly, a certain way. So I probably will end up starting off with males for now, just keeping like the t-shirts and all that for males and females. But as far as the jeans go, probably gonna start with males first, most likely. See how that goes. Throw it out there. If people like it, then we'll go ahead and do females. I'm small right now, so I want to see where it takes me, and we'll see how it goes from there, man.
And do you plan to stay in San Antonio?
No, no, definitely not. Fashion is cool here, but I don't think it's like to the next level. Say if you were to go to like New York or like California, like you see people, rocking all kinds of shit that you wouldn't see in like their high fashion. You know what I'm saying? Over here, you see people in like Supreme or like Palace is starting to finally float around. I don't know what else. Just like some basic brands, man. But over there, I'm definitely trying to get out to New York or like LA, just somewhere where it's really popping. Yeah.
And who are your fashion influences?
Fashion influences. Well, I'm about to be like cliche as fuck right now, but definitely Kanye for sure. After that, I'd have to say Jerry Lorenzo and Virgil for Off-White and Fear of God. Just like their style, and they do everything from scratch now, which is where I'm trying to get. I'm just at the point right now where I'm like basically like recycling shirts, but they're over here, designing the sketch, putting them together, like cutting the actual sizes out, the right dimensions you have to have, cutting them out, putting them together by scratch. I'm not there yet, but I'm definitely trying to get there, and those guys are like really good at what they do. They're very successful, so I definitely do look up to those three as far as fashion goes. There's other people out there too, man, but I don't want to throw like too many names out there. Not really important, but definitely those are the top three that influence like my style.
And what message are you trying to send with your clothes, if any?
What message? I wouldn't really say I have too much of like a message. I definitely just want to have whoever to be in my clothes. Like everything that I make is for a certain market. It's it's designed for that person who is like interested in like whether it's like a band tee or like an artist or anything, man. Like any type of design, like they're all designed for a certain person. But I wouldn't say as far as like throwing a message out there. I don't really have one. I'm just doing what I feel that I like, and I'm just trying to see where it takes me. Basically, I've made a few good moves already, some power moves. I do have some big projects coming up pretty soon. So, like I said, we'll just see where it takes me, man.
And when did you decide to take like making clothes serious?
When did I decide? Oh man, it's actually kind of funny. I've had the idea for a while. Like I said, I wanted to do like the big and tall clothes. I actually did like a few sketches, had some ideas, but like I said, I'm not to the point where I'm here making clothes like like tailored to fit, doing like sizes and stuff like that. I'm not there yet, but I was gonna be getting this job. I had like quit smoking and everything, man, for like 5 months to get this job at Toyota, and I had been like, you know, that had been my plan, my set plan, like, you know, work that job, and then just, you know, see what happens after that. Turns out, ended up like not getting the job. So one day, man, like a week after that had happened, I saw this website who did something like similar to what I do, but their shirts were like just basic and boring as fuck, man. Like they would literally just, you know, slap on a design and then, you know, do some cool little bleaching on it, and then that was it. Sell them for $100 each. I was like, man, I can do that, but I can make it look a lot better, and I can add like some key like trends that are popping right now, which are like zippers, distressing. None of these are distressed yet, just because they're not complete. But they all do come distressed, bleached, and you know, with 1 or 2 zippers, and that also like will alter the price depending on, you know, whoever wants it. But like I said, I ended up not getting the job, man. So I was checking out this website, and I was like, man, yeah, I can do a whole lot better than this. Like, those would be a good starting point, something to start with, something to like build some hype. So I literally woke up like on a Saturday morning, and I had like, you know, an extra $200 on me. I was like, you know, man, like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm just gonna go buy some shirts that are cool, that look cool, see what I can do to them, and see how people like them, see what kind of feedback I get. And like right off the bat, man, like we have people coming through the house like all the time. So people are in and out of here, and they were seeing what I was doing, and I was already getting enough like good feedback. And I hadn't even like pushed this shit out. I hadn't even done nothing. Like I hadn't even told nobody. Like my fucking roommates, like I got home like at 10 in the morning with all these clothes, like a rack, and like all these supplies, and they were just like, what the fuck's going on? And I was like, man, like I gotta do something, you know, like I'm fucking tired of, you know, just working and then just coming home and having all these ideas in my head and not being able to fucking just like put them to use and like make them a reality. So this is my starting point, and you know, we'll see how it goes from here.
And like speaking long term, do you see yourself like opening up a store, or do you plan to have stores, or are you looking more to have like a line in like a big department store?
I would say like my own store would be cool. You know how like Supreme and them like have their own stores, like their very own store. So something like that would be cool, like a Fade store. But I don't mind putting my clothes in other stores as well. At the same time, I'm kind of trying to keep it exclusive. But who knows, man? Like I might not even be doing these like type of shirts in the future. You know, I might be doing like something else. So, like I said, we'll see where it goes. But definitely, yeah, I'd definitely like to see myself in a store, or just, you know, wherever I can be, I guess. But still remaining exclusive, you know, and like having my supply limited.
Yeah, more like that Supreme look,
Yeah.
like just in some major cities.
Right.
Speaking on that, if you did open a store, where would you place your first store?
My first store, man, that's a hard one, dude. I would say New York, just because like that's a fashion capital. Or man, even like Austin, if I was trying to stay close. But I definitely say New York. Man, I haven't even been there, dude. But I already know. Just hearing like feedback and stuff. People are like, yo, this is some shit you would see like over there, like in New York or like in LA or something like that. Telling me shit like that, or saying like my shit looks like it should be in Complex and all that. And like, man, like I just barely got started, dude. Like, you know, so that's the shit that keeps me moving too, man. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like I've come across points already where I just don't wanna, like I'm just like, man, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. And then like right after that happens, I'll like check my phone, and my phone will light up, and like I'll get like this cool ass feedback from somebody, or like some good news out of nowhere, and that shit just keeps me going. You know what I mean?
What do you think about the idea of like really pushing your brand? Like what are your like plans to get your brand like outside of San Antonio? Like you telling us that you want to go to New York and do this, so what's your plan to like truly push your brand?
You know, like you know, with me just starting off, like all of a sudden, I didn't really have a plan, but as you know, what it's looking like right now, it seems like everything just like it's falling in place, you know, when it's supposed to. So I'm just gonna see what happens. But there's a lot of people out there, man, that have reached out to me already, like trying to help me out. Like I said, I got that dude up in Dallas, you know, He's willing to like help me out with everything, as far as sewing goes and like tips and things like that. 'Cause he's been in the game for a minute. So yeah, just having people reach out to me like that means a lot to me too. And then homeboy Lil Chris, he's also reached out to me. He's helping me out with the NBA players, getting my clothes on them too. What else? Lil J, I know Lil J reached out to homeboy Ethan also about like the getting clothes on the Spurs players and just like really pushing it out there. So like I said, I feel like it's working for itself already, but at the same time, like I should probably have a plan ready to go soon. But like I said, I just got started, man. So
There's nothing wrong with taking it day by day.
yeah, definitely.
So my next question for you, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the viewers will have the same question. If I was interested in purchasing a shirt, how would I do that? If your website's not up yet.
Right now, you can look at Instagram. Fade0416 is the Instagram. Keep yourself updated. Right now, I'm doing transactions to like PayPal and stuff like that. But with the second launch that's dropping, y'all can expect the website. I'm going to be dropping a website the same day I drop the clothes. So whenever you see all these pictures going up on Instagram, like I'm going to have the link on top already like ready to go so people can go order and do all that. So yeah, there will be a website coming the middle of next week, so be ready for that too.
And for all the Verite viewers, the link to his Instagram will definitely be in the bottom of the bio for this video.
Yes, like right here, somewhere right there.
So what's something interesting about you that nobody would really know off first glance or is not really spoken about?
Well, I'd say like sewing, because every time I go up and like show these people what I do, and like they're like, "Oh, did you get this shirt like this with this in it already, or did you have somebody do that for you?" And I'm like, "Nah, man. Like, I sewed it. Like I use my machine." And people like never expect that. I guess just because like I'm a big ass dude, and like that's the least thing they would expect me to be doing is sewing like a fucking t-shirt, something like that. So that's a cool thing about me that I would say. But yeah.
And what effect has social media had on your clothing brand?
That's probably like the biggest thing right now is social media, man. Cause like you can literally post some like fire shit on there, and all it takes is somebody to retweet it, and then just somebody to just like keep it going, and that shit just starts floating out there. So I'm definitely using that to my like I guess deepest advantage. But yeah, as far as social media goes, man, like it's a really big help. Like it helps out a lot as far as promotions and all that go.
And when you look at the social medias, are you influenced by some of the stuff you see that helps you create your clothes? Or
oh yeah. Man, like I said, that website that I saw that gave me the idea. Like I'll go and like peep their shit all the time just to see what kind of like what kind of patterns they do and things like that. Or I'll just I'll be on eBay like trying to look up different designs on there too, because people do this, man, but like I said, they don't do it the way I do it. What I mean? They don't spend like hours on a shirt. They'll go and like splash some bleach on it. That's it, call it a day. What I mean? They don't go into detail. Yeah.
So you would say that's what kind of separates you from other designers in the industry?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I've seen a lot. Like you were saying, like how you saw was it Quavo or Quavo? Quavo, yeah. I'm sorry, I don't pronounce it right. But like I saw him in that one shirt, and I was like, man, it looks like somebody just like went over here, like threw some bleach on it, cut it up a little bit, and that was it. Like no more detail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta tie in the trends that are trending right now, like everything that's popping. You know what I mean? You gotta incorporate that with what you have going on at the same time. That way, you're catching people's eye, and you're staying relevant at the same time.
And our final question for you is, do you feel like you have respect on your name?
Respect on what was that? I'm sorry.
I said, do you feel like you have respect on your name?
On my name? As far as like people respecting me?
Yeah. Between the three of us and the cameraman,
yeah.
Do you feel like you have respect on your name?
I would say so, yeah. Like I said, I've had a lot of people giving me like props already, things like that, just because of the last line that I put out, man. Like people were really fucking with it. So, and nobody expected that out of me, which is like the craziest part. Like I don't know how people like view me as like as a person or like what I do, like my interests and everything. But I feel like I'm definitely expressing myself to the fullest now.
On a personal level, knowing you personally in the past, I honestly was surprised that you made this. When they were like, Ian made this, I was like, which Ian? They're like, Ian, you know Ian. I was like, Ian made this?
Yeah.
So I understand,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you've always been a well-dressed person, but as far as like creating, I've never seen you like really, this was kind of like a big leap. And personally, I do like the brand. As you can see, I'm in one of your shirts already.
Oh, yeah.
And I plan to see myself in many more of your clothes.
Awesome.
And that's all the questions we have for you. We have no more questions.
Cool. No more respect.